Hey guys, how's it going? This is Autobot JCB here again for a brand new How to Transform video. In today's video, we're going to keep on going with Transformer Cybertron, because today I'm going to be showing you how to transform the 2005 Transformer Cybertron Hardtop and Scrapmetal. Now, as you guys can see here, Hardtop's vehicle mode is modeled after some type of armored dune buggy with this rotating turret on the top, as well, and the Scrapmetal is modeled after some type of insect, because they are basically Cybertronian parasites. And as you can see here, he's got this big top-mounted cannon as well. One thing you guys will also notice is that each one of the, just like with all the other figures, each one of these guys both come with their own Cyber Planet key. Hardtop's is blue because he got his on Earth, and his code is S4MM. And the Scrapmetal, since they live on Cybertron, he has a Cybertronian Decepticon key, and his code is SF2X. Now, the biggest reason why I did these two together is because, well, just like with every Cybertron series character, these guys actually have alternate colored variants. Hardtop actually has a repaint that is the exact same design, and that one's name is Swindle, whereas the Scrapmetal has a yellow version, and I have heard that there is also a blue version exclusive to the Japanese release of the toy line. I would honestly like to get my hands on the blue variant, but I'm not keeping my fingers crossed. One other thing I would like to also do, and maybe you guys can help me out with this by letting me know in the comments, is I would actually like to see if it's possible to find a customized version that actually is Kobe's version of the Scrapmetal Transformer that he used to save his brother Bud from Starscream's ship. If anybody has any idea where I could possibly start looking for that, I would appreciate it, because I would definitely like to add it to my collection just kind of as a bonus. But anyway, let's get back on topic. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a couple of details that these guys have while they're in their vehicle mode, and then we will get on to transformation and cyber key abilities. So for right now, we're going to move the Scrapmetal off to the side. We're going to slide his key over, and we're going to bring Hardtop in for a close-up. Now, like I was saying, Hardtop's vehicle mode is that of some type of armored dune buggy. You guys will notice right off the bat, he's got this huge cannon right on the top. One thing I like is that, in addition to being able to activate his cyber key in his bot mode, you can also activate it, which will turn his short range weapon into a, well, I guess it really doesn't work that well in vehicle mode, but it turns it into a long range weapon. But it doesn't really work the greatest. Alright. Get the key out of here. Just flip that shut right there. Alright, so going over some of the details that Hardtop has in his vehicle mode. Obviously, I mentioned the cannon. You guys will notice that he has the Decepticon symbol right here on his hood. And I have to admit, I like the silver metallic paint. I love the light blue, the light bluish green, I guess aqua, I don't know exactly what color that is. The purple and the green, I love that color scheme. It kind of makes me think of, honestly, I don't know. Anyway, so coming over to the front, you'll see that they added yellow headlights. He's even got yellow spotlights on the top. Even coming down to the tires, you'll see that they even incorporated a little bit of tread design right there. Overall, I think that this is a pretty cool and compact design, because you really can't tell that he really is a robot unless you look straight down into the cab, and you'll see the head for his bot mode right there. But anyway, so there's Hardtop. Alright. And we'll go ahead and bring in Scrapmetal. Now, just like I said, the Scrapmetal is it's some type of Cybertronian insect. It's more of a parasite than anything, I think. I know in other series we got like Scraplets, and then of course there's like the Sharktacon minions or whatever. I don't really know if they could be compared to the two, but I do like that these things they're basically Cybertronian spiders, and they are relentless. And if I remember correctly, it actually took not only the Cybertron Defense Team, which consists of Hotshot, Scattershot, and Red Alert, but it took quite a bit of extra effort to basically eradicate these things off of Cybertron, because I believe they were starting to feed on the planet. Coming right here, coming up to the front here, you'll see that he's got this transparent canopy for the cockpit right here. Unfortunately, it's not really. There's not really anything in the cockpit. It just folds up over his head just like that. Coming up to the cannon, he actually has a full 360-degree rotation on the cannon right here, and hopefully this isn't as sloppy as Hardtop, but you can actually put the key in, and that will allow his sword, the sword, to flip out. I guess kind of like a stinger for like a scorpion mode. And one thing that's kind of cool is that you can actually take the blade off and actually mount it in his hand when he's transformed. I will show you that later. Alright, so we'll go ahead and remove the key, and we'll flip this shut. And it's kind of got a hard click to it. I have to admit that I like that they actually gave him like actual insectoid type legs instead of like just giving him like flat feet to walk on. Overall, I think it's a great design. Personally, I think it'd be kind of cool to just get like 100 of these and just paint them all sorts of different colors and just have these things scattered everywhere because it would look like they're basically taking over. Anyway, there's the scrap metal. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move them off the side because now it's time for the fun part. So we're going to bring Hardtop back in because now it is time to transform. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do with Hardtop is we're going to go ahead and remove his cannon. We're just going to set that off to the side because we're going to be using that later. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come right here and we're going to flip up his wheels just like this. And just like this. And then what we're going to do is there's a little pin right in here. We're going to go ahead and disconnect it. You'll see the pin right there, and it just fits on that groove right there. We're just going to go ahead and disconnect that, flip his legs out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come right here. We're going to split this open and split that open because now we can take what was the seat of the Jeep or the dune buggy and flip that down and flip it up to form Hardtop's chest. The next thing we'll do is we're going to go ahead and bring the legs out straight just like this and give them a 180-degree turn. Then what we'll do is we're bringing this whole section down, bring it flat, and then we're going to take this little hooked spot right here and it'll fit into a little groove right here. So we'll just fold it over on its hinge, click it into place, and there we already have most of Hardtop done. There's a pin right here which we'll go ahead and pull that apart right there to pull his legs open. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these wheels right here. We're going to pop them out of their slot right there, and we're going to flip them around behind him just like this, and just like this. And then what we'll do is we'll bring down his arm and flip it out just like that, and bring this down and flip it out, and there we have Hardtop. As you guys can see here, pretty easy transformation. I will admit that since I had to figure it out without the instructions, it took me a little bit, but once I got it figured out, I think he looks pretty cool. And then, just like with removing his weapon off his leg, what became his leg, you can go ahead and remount it right in his hand. And now, we'll see if we can get this to work right. So, we'll give him a little bit of cyber key power, and his short-range weapon will turn into a long-range weapon. It just flips around where the short barrel gets folded in and the long barrel comes out. So now he has a heavy-duty long-range weapon. But anyway, so there's Hardtop. Alright, we got him all set. Alright, and now it's time for the scrap metal. Now, I'm going to admit right now that I'm actually missing a piece right here. There's supposed to be a metal plate that actually sits right in here. This is actually supposed to be the shoulder, but unfortunately I got this used. I'm sure I'll find the part for it later, but just so you guys aren't wondering like where the part is. All right, so the first thing we're going to do right here is we're going to go ahead and straighten these legs right here and right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fold out the feet just like this and just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold out these straight just like this and just like this. Now what we're going to do is there is a little hook right in here. What we're going to do is we're going to disconnect it just like that, and we're going to bring this piece up behind him. Actually, no, take that back. We're going to fold it up in front of him, because what we're going to do is we're going to fold the legs out straight to the side. We're going to fold the arms out straight to the side, and we're going to bring the shoulder piece up, because here, we'll go ahead and flip it around, bring it up just like that. And then there are little grooves right in here that will fit right into there and right into there, just like that. We'll go ahead and bring this up, and as we do, we'll go ahead and fold this down a little bit. We'll go ahead and fold the chest piece, what will become the chest piece, down just like that. And we'll go ahead and come down here and connect the waist together just like that. And there we go. We got his body all set, ready to go. We'll bring his shoulder down, and then we'll take this piece right here. We'll flip it up on the back side of his arm, and this piece obviously will fit right into that groove right there. And we'll come over here. We'll do it on the other side. Fold the arm down and fold it up. And just like I said, there's supposed to be a piece right here that is kind of like a shoulder plate. Unfortunately, I'm missing it. I'm sure I'll find it eventually. But anyway, so there we have the Scrapmetal transformed and ready to go. All right. So just like with a hardtop, he can use his cannon while he's in either his, I guess, insect mode or his bot mode. What we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and reinsert the cyber key, which will make his sword flip out. And then, like I said, we can remove the sword and we can mount it into his hand. So he now has a handheld weapon and he is ready for combat. All right. And there we go, guys. That is the 2005 Transformer Cybertron Hardtop and Scrapmetal. If you guys have any other ideas for other Transformers you'd like me to try and do, feel free to comment below, even hit that like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and I will do what I can to help you out as we go. Until then, bye.